Yes, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be giving up my favorite underdogs for UFC 300. This card's an absolute banger. I like some of the underdogs on this card. High level fights, high level fighters, and just an absolute banger pay-per-view card, boys. It's a new thing I might do every single week, but I just wanted to provide you guys with some more content for UFC 300 fight week. I think you guys deserve it. This card's an absolute just banger. Once in a, I wouldn't say once in a lifetime card, but once in maybe like a decade type card. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, man. Can we get to Saturday already? Because oh my gosh, this week is going in so slow. I mean, this week can't go in any slower. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna list my favorite underdogs that that are good from a value perspective. Maybe that potentially won't win, but from a betting perspective with the odds, I'm going to give out some of my favorite underdogs to play from a betting perspective this weekend. Or if you don't bet, I hope you guys enjoy this content. Hit the like button if you're new, hit the subscribe button if you are new, and comment some of your favorite underdogs for UFC 300, boys. But yeah, my first underdog for UFC 300 is going to be Cody Garbrandt. Gonna go Cody Garbrandt. People are gonna shit on me for this one because Cody Garbrandt has had chin issues, has been cracked on the chin, but a plus 260, man, I really love those odds at plus 260. I think that Cody Garbrandt is going to be I think he's the better striker. I think he is the better striker. I think he can implement wrestling in this matchup. We know that Davison Figueiredo has been taken down in the past. He can be held down. He will be happy enough to play guard, will be happy enough to pull guillotines. And I'm not saying like Cody Garbrandt's going to come out here and D1 wrestle himself to a victory in this matchup. I don't think that's high likelihood of happening at a high clip. I think that Cody Garbrandt's just going to come out here, sitting outside, touch on the outside, and then shoot a takedown with a minute or something left, and potentially, steal the rounds on that. I know it's a damage-based criteria, but I'm saying, like, it's going to be a close round. I think it's going to be a very tit-for-tat fight. I don't see much happening. I think it could be a very boring fight, in my opinion, just from how this is just how I see it happening. I think that if Cody Garbrandt fights a smart fight and doesn't brawl and doesn't, put himself in bad positions, I think that this could be a very, tit-for-tat striking battle. And then, Cody Garbrandt timing some takedowns, as he's shown against, like, Dominic Cruz. I know that was, like, 7 or 8 years ago, but I highly doubt he's like, washed at shooting takedowns. Trevin Jones, he kind of just wrestled him for the entire 15 minutes. Very boring performance, but it was a solid IQ display from Cody Garbrandt in that matchup. Just went back to the wrestling. It was the easiest path to victory in that matchup. But yeah, I do see. I think that the wrestling is, it is a good way for him to win this fight. I do think it is, a good way for him to implement to his game plan, in my opinion. So yeah, I do like Cody Garbrandt, man. I think it's going to be a very close fight on the feet. If Cody Garbrandt, decides to, say fuck this and, starts to load up that right hand, man, I think it could be very dicey, man. I think it could be very dicey for me, who will be betting Cody Garbrandt this weekend at plus 260. I would personally line this fight, minus 160, minus 150 for Figgy, and like plus 130 for Cody Garbrandt. But if Cody Garbrandt, like I said, fights smart, which is a tall ask, I think he can win this fight, man. I really do believe he can win this fight. He has all the skills in the world to win this fight, stylistically and just from a technical aspect. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody Garbrandt. I think that Figgy wins by second round TKO, just because Cody Garbrandt is a hard guy to trust. But at plus 260, man, like, that's value all day, man, and that's what we're looking for when we're trying to bet on this sport. It's all about that value, and that's what we're trying to look for. So yeah, my next favorite underdog is going to be Marina Rodriguez against Jessica Andrade. So here's the thing, you guys sound like Sean Strickland out here. I think Marina Rodriguez is going to be the way better fighter on the feet from a technical aspect. I think she has the crisper Muay Thai. I think she's better in the clinch. Jessica Andrade is going to be very, very, physically strong in the clinch. We'll look for slams as shown against Rose Namajunas. Look for like big takedowns in the clinch. Sub day. Who was it? Amanda Lemos in the clinch with the standing triangle. Really bad jiu-jitsu there from Amanda Lemos. That's pretty embarrassing. That's a really embarrassing look. But yeah, I think that, In the clinch, man, with the Muay Thai, with the Thai clinch, you know, the knees, the elbows, as she showed against Michelle Waterson. Yes, Michelle Waterson's a bit washed at this point in her career, but you know, I think that, you know, Marina Rodriguez is going to be the better striker on the feet with her straighter shots, with the leg kicks, with the teep kicks to the body, and going to be able to control that distance. Yes, Jessica Andrade, if she is able to get on the inside, will look for takedowns potentially. I think that's a good path to victory for her if you're betting Jessica Andrade, but a dog odds, man. You know, yeah, but a dog odds, man, I feel like Marina Rodriguez is the side at plus 120. If this keeps rising, man, I'm waiting for Marina Rodriguez to get even higher, because I want every ounce of value, because I think there is better fights to attack with favorites, which I'll not be going over in this video, but I think there is better spots on this card from a betting perspective. So I'm trying to get every ounce of value out of this fight for Marina Rodriguez to play her as the underdog in this matchup. But yeah, you know, Jessica Andrade, there's many openings on the feet, very open on the feet, man, with her hooks, you know, runs forward, swinging hooks. I think that with a girl with the striking ability of Marina Rodriguez is going to be able to see that coming and potentially just stick her down the pipe with left, you know, with a left jab, with a straight right, and just be the overall technical, just a better fighter technically on the feet. So give me Marina Rodriguez by decision in this matchup. I really like her in this fight, man. I would personally land this like minus 120, plus 100 for Jessica Andrade. You know, kind of flip it around. So yeah, I like Marina Rodriguez to outstrike Jessica Andrade in this matchup. My next favorite underdog is going to be Charles do Bronx Oliveira, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm probably not gonna bet him. I do have a bet on this fight, plus 800 KO Charles Oliveira. I think if he wins, it's gonna be by KO. I'm not confident in Charles Oliveira, if that makes sense, but at plus 187, I think his odds are. I think that's a bit wide, man. I think that Arman Tsarukyan leaves many openings on the feet, man. I think he's very susceptible to, you know, big shots on the feet. He's been slapped out cold. If you guys haven't seen it, there's a clip going around, well, actually I haven't seen a clip, but I've seen a clip of him getting legit slapped out cold. He's been rocked against Joaquim Silva by that left hook. Charles Oliveira's best you know, weapon on the feet is going to be that left hook. Obviously his aggression, his you know, octagon pressure is kind of his best asset to, you know, winning fights, and obviously his jiu-jitsu as well, obviously, with submissions in UFC history, I'm pretty sure, so, or lightweight history for sure. Is it? I can't remember the stat, but yeah, most submissions in UFC history, I'm pretty sure, Charles Oliveira. And I think that Arman Tsarukyan makes really bad decisions in fights, you know, against Mateus Gamrot, easily outstriking him from the outside, easily, you know, peppering him on the outside and winning the fight on the striking. But for some reason, he shoots takedowns, goes into Gamrot's world with the scrambles, gasses himself out as the fight goes on, loses it by decision. A bit of a robbery, you know. I don't know how the judges missed that spinning back fist knockdown to, you know, clearly win him that round, but, you know, still, man, you're like, you could have won that fight so much more clearly, you know, 4-1, 5-0 in the judges' scorecards if you simply just outstruck Mateus Gamrot on the feet from kickboxing range, but you decide to enter in the wrestling exchanges when you know you're not going to be able to hold this guy down, and you just slowed yourself down. And I think there is many openings for Charles Oliveira to land that big KO shot on Arman Tsarukyan. You know, Arman Tsarukyan will try and get this fight to the ground, there's no doubt in my mind, but if Charles Oliveira is on his back in this matchup, you know, Arman Tsarukyan's a guy that will, you know, will, you know, posture up, land some heavy strikes on the ground a bit. He's a lot more different than, you know, Islam Makhachev. He was struggling to get past the guard off Charles Oliveira. Yes, you know, he concussed him, then he was able to pass guard and then submit him, but that's like different, man. That, you know, he was completely concussed at that point. But you know, in the first round, man, you know, Islam Makhachev was having no success getting past the legs off Charles Oliveira with, you know, the triangles off bottom and just, you know, the dangerous threat off the legs with Charles Oliveira on bottom. And I think that Arman Tsarukyan's going to create more opportunities for Charles Oliveira to get up with, you know, the heavy ground and pound style that he opts for. You know, against Joel Alvarez, he went for that. But I wouldn't want Charles Oliveira to be playing guard against this guy. You know, if he postures up, look to get out of there, look to push on the hips with the legs and get up in this matchup. So I do like Charles Oliveira plus 187, but honestly, I would rather play him by plus 800 KO, which I played him as. You know, 0.5 unit play, small little play on Charles Oliveira. You know, just give me $25 on Charles Oliveira to win a, you know, a good amount. So yeah, my unit size is 50. So just clarifying that. But yeah, you know, I like Charles Oliveira in this matchup. Like I said, I wouldn't bet his money line. I do think there's value on his money line, but I'm just gonna, you know, keep it low. I have other bets in this card. I have more confident bets in this card, so I'll stick to that, if that makes sense. So yeah. And the next underdog I like is Max Blast Holloway. I like him in this matchup, man. You know, I picked Justin Gaethje at the start of the week, but as the week has went on, man, after more tape, more analysis, and more, you know, just me breaking these fights down, I really like Max Holloway in this matchup, man. I got him at plus 170, and I really believe that he's going to put it on Gaethje as the fight goes on. You know, people are saying, oh, he's going to get smoked. This guy's getting smoked in this matchup. And I'm just like, you know, where are you like thinking that Justin Gaethje has this insane power? Yes, he hits hard. I agree, he hits hard, but you know, look who's he faced that has, you know, completely just been out cold. Okay, Edson Barboza. How long ago was that? Like 6 years ago. 5, I think it was 2019, if I'm not sure, like March time. I don't know why I had to like explain it like that, but yeah. So like, you know, Barboza, James Vick, I mean, my nan could knock out James Vick, so that's not really anything special. You know, Dustin Poirier, he knocked out with a head kick, okay. Michael Chandler, I thought was always a bit of a chinny fighter, you know, couldn't knock him out. Fiziev just and Chandler was literally like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat all these shots, just walking forward like a buffoon. So you know, I don't know, man. I feel like his power is a bit overrated, and I feel like Max Holloway, with the durability that we know he has, is gonna be able to eat those shots early on. I think the body shots of Max Holloway, if you guys haven't watched tape on Justin Gaethje, go watch his tape against Fiziev, go watch his tape against Alvarez, and go watch his tape for Dustin Poirier the first time. These guys good the body in this guy, and he does not like getting hit to the body, and we know that Max Holloway has some of the best combinations in the UFC with this boxing to the body, and also Justin Gaethje is so bad at defending high kicks. High kicks, body kicks, like this guy's dipping, you know, he's so bad at like defending them, not blocking how he should be blocking, and I think there's many openings for Max Holloway to land high kicks, to land body kicks, to land body shots with his hands, and I think as the fight goes on, man, those will add up, and Justin Gaethje will slow down, and I personally think that Max Holloway will be able to find that 3rd, 4th, or 5th round finish. I think the durability edge is going to be for Holloway, the cardio edge, the combinations, the volume, the striking overall, in my opinion. I think he's better overall, and you know, people will say, you know, look at the leg kicks off Justin Gaethje. He hasn't been doing them. He hasn't been like slamming them recently. If you go and watch again some of his recent fights, he has not been, you know, hunting those leg kicks as, you know, bad. But maybe for this fight, we all knew that we all knew that Max Holloway struggles with leg kicks, as shown against Yair Rodriguez and as shown against Volkanovski. But Max Holloway switches stances very well, which could potentially negate those leg kicks coming into this matchup. You know, he switches between southpaw and orthodox, very good at fighting under both stances. So I really like Max Holloway in this matchup, man. I really do. I really think the body shots and the kicks off Max Holloway will be a massive factor in this matchup. So yeah, I'm going to go Max Holloway 4th or 5th round TKO in this matchup. Just outlast him, the body shots total up, and he's able to find a finish and break Justin Gaethje. He has been broken in previous fights. I'm not saying he's a quitter, but I'm saying you can break this guy later as the fight goes on and finish him. 3rd round against Eddie Alvarez, 4th round against Dustin Poirier. It will be very hard and difficult for Max Holloway to finish him early on, especially when Gaethje is, you know, not gassed out. So yeah, I'm going to go later rounds for Max Holloway in this matchup. Before I give up my final underdog, I'm going to say this for Zhao Nan versus Weili Zhang. I don't mind Yan in this matchup. As a plus 400 underdog, I'm saying that. I think the line is wide. If this is on the feet, I think this fight could be very, very close on the feet. You know, both girls are very good on the feet. Both girls are very technical. But Zhao Nan has very good, you know, technical striking, very good footwork, which I could see causing a problem for Weili Zhang. You know, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, cause problems with the footwork on the feet. And I think Zhao Nanyan has that, you know, technical ability on the feet to make it very close and potentially outland, outstrike, and kind of just pick, I wouldn't say pick Weili apart in the feet. I don't think that's like highly likely. I don't think she'll school her like for 5 rounds, easily outpoint her. But you know, if Zhang isn't able to close the distance, get the wrestling going in this matchup, I could see this being a very close fight. So I don't mind the Yan shot at all at plus 400, man. I think that's I think the line is pretty wide. I would align this like minus 300 for Weili, but you know, at plus 400 we're getting up to now with Yan. I think that's a bit wide. So yeah, just clarifying that. I'm not saying good to go better, but I do think they are pretty wide odds from a betting perspective, and all the value is on Yan. And the final fight of the evening, the underdog you've all been waiting for, Jamahal Hill. Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill is going to put Alex Pereira's lights out in the main event. He's the better striker. He has the faster hands. He has the kicking ability to, I wouldn't say match Alex Pereira in the kicking ability, but I think that he's the better striker, man. I think stylistically, if you don't agree he's the better striker, it is what it is. But from a stylistic standpoint, I think Jamahal Hill has this all day, man. I really do. He has the better boxing by far. I don't think that's debatable. I think he has the crisper strikes. I think it's the in terms of hands, I think he has the straight shots to cause Alex Pereira problems, as he's shown in previous fights. The Israel Adesanya fight, Bruno Silva fight, Yuri Prochazka fight, Jan Blachowicz fight. Straight shots, getting clipped on the chin every single time, getting clipped on the chin by uppercuts. Jamahal Hill's best weapons, left, right, rear uppercut. Literally his best strikes are those, and Alex Pereira's worst defensively you know, 2 strikes are the left and right you know, straight shots and the rear uppercut. And I think that Jamahal Hill, I think he has the speed advantage. I think he has the power to, I wouldn't say advantage, I think Alex Pereira hits harder and is probably more dangerous overall. But I think Jamahal Hill has the weapons here to put Alex Pereira out cold in this matchup, man. And you're going to say, what about the calf kick of Alex Pereira in this matchup? You know, you could say that. It's a good argument, but if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't watch the tape on this fight, Jamahal Hill switches southpaw a lot. I think he is a southpaw. I think he started off as a southpaw, I'm pretty sure. He goes southpaw to orthodox. And if you guys haven't watched the tape on Alex Pereira against southpaws, this guy doesn't throw leg kicks against southpaws. He doesn't throw calf kicks. And if he isn't throwing calf kicks, and if he isn't having success in this matchup with calf kicks, I think everyone can agree, if you're even betting Alex Pereira, his chances drop massively. I think if he doesn't get these calf kicks off, I think he loses 8 out of 10 times. I really do believe that. I'm not even being delusional. You're gonna say, well, that's delusional, dude. But you know, if he's not landing this calf kick, if he's not hurting Jamahal Hill's calf in this matchup, his chances do drop, man. You can't lie about that whatsoever. And like I said, Jamahal Hill switches to southpaw, goes to orthodox, you know, when he feels like he can, obviously, and I think he's gonna you know, opt for a southpaw stance here to negate that calf kick off Alex Pereira, who doesn't really go to the calf much when he's fighting southpaws. So I do like Jamahal Hill with the straight shots down the pipe that Alex Pereira has been susceptible to. And at 205, man, he's looked so much slower, in my opinion. He's looked so much slower. You know, against Yan, he looked slow. Yes, I give him the benefit of the doubt there. I thought moving up to a new weight class, didn't have much time to bulk up and, you know, try and, you know, he didn't have much time to build himself into this weight class. Alex Pereira, you know, got thrown against, you know, former world champion in Jan Blachowicz, so I give him the benefit of the doubt in that matchup. But against Yuri, he looked pretty slow in that matchup, man. The second round, getting tagged up, looked like he got hurt at one moment. And I think the guy with the speed off Jamahal Hill, he has the speed advantage in this matchup for sure. It's not going to be close to speed. I think that Jamahal Hill has the speed advantage to let a guy up in Alex Pereira. He does look slow. Yes, guys, I seen a guy in my comments said Alex Pereira knows when to use his speed and power at the right times, which is a good argument, but Jamahal Hill is consistently going to be the faster guy in this fight. He will be the faster guy in this fight with the straight shots and with the uppercut that I keep saying. I keep saying that because that is the money shots in this matchup for Jamahal Hill, in my opinion. So give me Jamahal Hill by second round KO in this matchup. Figures him out in the first round and then starts to put it on Alex Pereira, who starts to slow down in the second round, and the speed advantage will pay dividends in this matchup with the straight shots and the uppercut. So yeah, give me Jamahal by second round KO. If you guys enjoyed this video, something a bit new for UFC 300, just providing you guys with some new content. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, boys. Peace.